Alright. I am back now. We are finally going to get into Higurashi no naku koro ni, but the bus stop. I am back. Let's see. Higurashi bus stop. Higurashi when they cry origin. Welcome. Wait, do I have the thing? Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, I have to move my mic. Okay. Hinamizawa bus stop. Higurashi when they cry origin. Welcome to Hinamizawa. This is a slightly unusual fragment. The original fragment, which would eventually grow into Higurashi when they cry. The difficulty is Genesis. It all started from here. So, this is... different game. This is, this is like a prototype of the original Higurashi. So, but I'm gonna keep the commentary low or stuff, or only comment at certain times because I'm reading. So I'm not always gonna be able to comment right away. But I will, because I can see the chat, so I can keep track of it. The scene is set deep within the mountains of a certain region, where there is this bus stop on the outskirts of a village, the Hinamizawa bus stop. It is a lonely place devoid of people with hardly any private homes nearby. Rain is pouring outside and a gloomy mood hangs over the area. That bus stop is a stand made from crude wood that only just barely keeps out of the rain. Inside there is a bench only wide enough for 3 people and 2 town bulletin boards. The bulletin board holds posters, including one concerning a national census and one about the donations to the village festival. The poster that stands out the most, however, is the one reading "Oppose the Hinamizawa Dam Project," made by the residents protesting it. 2 young students, Mio and Rika, approach the empty Hinamizawa bus stop, with only the sound of rain to be heard. Okay, so that was still there. Interesting. Hold on. Be right back. Okay. It's really coming down, isn't it? This is why I told you we should have brought umbrellas. But we couldn't play as hard if we had our hands full of stuff, could we? Oh well, nothing we can do about it now. Still, it really is pouring. I hope it stops soon. It's fine, it's fine. There's never been an unending rain or a day the sun didn't rise throughout all human history. I think I just said something cool. If people could die from laughing, you'd be a pile of ash by now. I'd love nothing more than to die laughing. See, I told you. You alright? Yeah! Sorry. Still, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I didn't think you'd find it this fun. Man, seriously though, today I had a buttload ton of fun. Man, seriously. You're exaggerating your enjoyment now. Not that it feels bad though. Well, what do I say? I'm just, this is who I am, right? I'm always going off the rails all by myself. I always thought that you considered me annoying, Rika. I never once thought you were annoying. I love how lively you always are. So, that's why I was really happy when you invited me out to come and play. When I got your invitation, man, all my plans, bam, canceled. Forget about school, too. It probably wasn't a good thing that we skipped school to play. It's fine, it's fine. It's not like missing a day of Fujishima's classes will make that much of a difference. Besides, we couldn't have worn ourselves out playing around like this if it wasn't a weekday, right? You think it really was worth skipping school to go play then? Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Though, to be honest, I was really surprised when you suggested that we should, as diligent as you seem to be and all. It was a surprise for me to say that? I mean, Rika, you come off as a real teacher's pet, you know? So when you secretly whisper into my ear, want to skip school next Wednesday? Well, when that day came, I just had to skip, you know? I even thought that you might be confessing to me. Just kidding. But before we know it, maybe our emotions will take us one step from friendship. That's never happening, so don't worry. How can you be so sure? When you're so seriously fall in love with someone, gender is an easy hurdle to overcome. Mion draws closer to her with an ominous grin. Rika inches back on the bench, trying to get away from her. We don't need to overcome anything. I'm fine as is. Since we live in such a remote place, the next bus won't be here for another hour, you know? Not to mention, it's also raining today. Plus, the bus stop is a sort of place people rarely ever visit. Not to mention, it's also raining today. Which means we have at least an hour, where no one will come by to disturb us. Not to mention, it's also raining today. And because of the rain, as Mion prepares to launch herself on Rika, two men, Tonegawa and Arakawa, appear. Mion hastily moves away from Rika. Oh hey, Tonegawa looks like Oishi. That's funny. Man, thank goodness, thank goodness. Arakawa looks like Akasaka. Interesting. It really is raining awfully hard out here. I'm soaked. And because of the rain! You said it. Arakawa, when's the next bus due? In a little under an hour. Looks like it just passed through a little while ago. We got no luck getting stuck at this bus stop in the heavy rain for an hour. And because of the rain! Huh? Did we do something to you? It's been a while since I took a bath. Do I smell? Regretting the interruption. Damn it! When I get my chance, I'll bury the two of them! Rika, we'll continue afterward. Sure. If you really do it, I'll forgive you. Mion glares at both men with suspicion, with a suspicious burning look. Both Tonegawa and Arakawa feel forced to take a step backward. Ladies, do I really smell? You smell! You smell! You stink to high heaven! See, this is why I told you to lay off. You sweat more when you drink a lot. Does he smell that bad? I can't tell myself. He does! He reeks! Right? Even men need to take care of their appearance. Come on now. I'll be more careful, but I don't smell as bad as she says she's claiming, right? I don't smell anything. I don't notice much either. You smell alright! You can tell by looking. By looking. For a suspicious pair of men to come to an isolated place like this, there can only be for one reason. What reason? Rika buries her fist into Mion's stomach without a moment's pause. Mion curls up and falls silent after that. Please don't let it bother you. This girl's a little crazy. Rika, that really hurt, you know. Wait. Rika, that really hurt, you know. I'm carrying our baby in the stomach, remember? Oh my god, Rika. I mean, Mion, what? Seriously? Rika wraps her arm around Mion's neck and strangles in her armpits. Want me to make it so your body can never bear any children? Rika, that hurts! That seriously hurts! It looks like you two get along really well. You friends? Friends? Heavens no! There's much more than that between me and Rika! Rika immediately slams her fist into Mion's stomach again. This time Mion hits the ground. We're friends. I'm Rika. Furude Rika. This girl's Mion. Sonozaki Mion. Nice to meet you. I'm Tonegawa. This is Arakawa. By the way, he's still single. Tonegawa, please don't add any more details than you need to. Yeah, she's in high school, bro. What are your hobbies, Arakawa? What do you do for a living? See, here it comes. Be cool with your answer, man. For my hobbies, I like skiing sometimes. My career's, with the Ministry of Construction. You're with the River Barrel, right? Working on the dam project. Huh? Oh, well, yes! You already knew. Wow, I'm surprised. Is this one of those "it's elementary, Watson" sort of things? Oh no, not the car. Let's try again. Wow, I'm surprised. Is this one of those "it's elementary, Watson" sort of things? There's not much to deduce. Only people involved with the dam project walk around in an outfit like that. It's just as you say. I'm impressed, Detective. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Tonagawa from the Ministry of Construction, River Borough, Urban River Office. I left the Erosion and Sediment Control Department in April. Seeking handshake. Awakawa from the same Urban River Office. Seeking handshake. Sonozaki from the same makes no sense to me. Seeking handshake from Rika. What makes no sense to me is your brain. A moment of silence passes. Rika makes no attempt to shake the hands offered her. Did you really think I'd shake your hand when you're one of the ones trying to destroy Hinamizawa? That's harsh, drawing his hand back. Did you think I'd shake your hand when you're the ones trying to defile Hinamizawa? That's harsh, drawing his hand back. Waiting for a handshake with a wry smile. We won't allow there to be a dam here in Hinamizawa, ignoring Mion and staring at the other two. Hinami River needs a dam. It'll provide extraordinary contributions to the irrigation of the regions downstream as well as flood control operations. No. We also need electricity that the dam could generate. A generator outputting up to 350,000 kilowatts will be a boon to Japan's rapid economic growth. No. You can't ignore the effects a dam would have on the development of a region either. It'd be a huge contribution not only locally but also to the advancement of industries in the railway cities around here. No. Mia remains frozen looking for a handshake. Exasperated, Rika shakes her hand. Mia is silently overjoyed. You can list all the niceties you want. None of them are a go-to reason to submerge Hinamizawa under a reservoir. Of course we understand how you feel, however, there's still several conditions that make Hinamizawa most suitable for construction of the dam. The first is the layout of the terrain. Hinamizawa is where the Hinami River comes to its narrowest point, and the bedrock here is granite. Those are both perfect conditions for the construction of a dam. So, another important factor is the approximate center of the demand for electricity, so there's a little loss in transmission. Also, as I mentioned before, it could generate up to 350 kilowatts. That's the same amount of energy that used to be consumed by all of Shikoku. So, it can also raise our water storage efficiency. The Hinamizawa Dam will have a storage efficiency of 200. That means 200 times the dam capacity. So, in other words, once the Hinamizawa Dam is built, the water level will rise and the reservoir will span over 30 kilometers. That's about the distance from Tokyo to Omiya. So, the convenience of acquiring construction aggregate is also an important factor. We calculate the Hinamizawa Dam will require 1,500,000 cubic meters of aggregate. That's enough for 6 buildings. We could also win a hot springs trip too. So, Rika turns and glares at Mion. She stomps even closer to Mion, who has just interrupted their serious discussion. Huh? I hope we win one, you know? So, normally you win a pair of tickets, right? So, let's go together when we win to the hot springs. So, when we go to the hot springs, we can wash each other's backs, and when we're done, we can play ping pong and yukata. So, and afterward, we'll gaze at the fireworks show by the river through our window, and when we got into a nice mood, our fingers will suddenly intertwine, and while it embarrasses you, you'll lean into me. Rika rapidly closes it on Mion, and the two exit the scene while screaming her usual line. The two of the Ministry of Construction stand there dumbstruck, unable to understand what was happening. Young girls nowadays sure get along well. I think that was slightly different than getting along. Several more sounds of blows pass. The two ministry men look at each other in shock. Afterward, Rika turns to the scene, smacking her hands clean. Anyway, I'm opposed to the dam. You can't resort to violence. Both men back away while holding each other. Well, I was opposed to the dam at first, too. Awakawa. Dams cause destruction to the environment, after all. Right? Mio returns to the scene, clutching her stomach and staggering. That punch does now really hurt. What would you do if you ruptured my pancreas? Anyway, the dam is no good. In fact, it's absolutely bad, said while turning to Mion. Why is it a bad thing? Mion says, while dodging exaggeratedly. Her stomach pain has disappeared, as if she were never hit at all. No, there doesn't need to be a reason for that. That's not a very good rebel, then, Rika. You gotta have some reason, right? Henceforth, the two ministry men add exaggerated nods every time Mion expresses agreement with the dam. Occasionally, Rika glares at them, and they cower while still holding each other. Damn, Rika was very intimidating in this version, and not nice at all. I don't think the dam is really a bad thing. We learned about this in social studies, right? That it helps prevent flooding. That's blatant sophistry. When the air receives heavy rainfall, they have to drain it out, which actually causes flash floods. Did you know their operating standards are pretty lax? But the fact that it generates lots of a lot of electricity is good, isn't it? 350 kilowatts, was it? That's an incredible amount of power. That's blatant sophistry. The truth is that their electrical outputs only goes down with every year due to sediment. Did you know they don't run the generators during heavy rainfall because rocks can slip in and damage the turbines? But also, once it's built, it'll really contribute to Japan for a long time. That's blatant sophistry. Sediment only continues to build up and ultimately leaving the dam clogged with mud. Did you know that all dams have a lifespan too? We could have a Cuban or a Reuben or something? That's sandwich artistry. Mion and Arakawa smiled guiltily. Rika glares sharply at those around her. Both Mion and Arakawa show up on the spot. It's often said the benefits of a dam will go downstream while those upstream foot the bill. I think your arguments are valid, Rika. However, I really hope you appreciate its benefit toward irrigation works. You want to submerge Hinamizawa under a reservoir, no matter what then. We truly understand the grief this must be causing to everyone living in Hinamizawa, but of course that's why we're offering appropriate compensation. You mean the compensation money for our eviction. Of course, we're also working with others to see the construction of new apartments in the city. They're wonderful places to live with plenty of access to public services in close proximity to the station. That's a tempting offer, isn't it? I was born here in Hinamizawa too, so it's not like I don't have any attachment to the place. But wouldn't it be kind of sad to spend my entire youth in this mountain village with only a few hundred homes? Cities are great. They have everything. You can really find all sorts of things that we only ever see on TV. TV this, Tokyo that. That's all I've heard from you since we went sightseeing there. So what if I'm a wannabe? Just think about it. Do you know what the tallest building here is in Hinamizawa? It's a 3-story fire department. Are there any buildings with an escalator here in Hinamizawa? There aren't. There's an elevator, by the way. The elevator used to transport food for the elementary school. I'm sick of all that. So you're saying life in the city would be better than in your hometown. Your ancestors must be crying. I absolutely refuse to end my life here in some backwater mountains. I want to live a normal life like a normal girl in a normal city surrounded by normal things. Do you think people in Hinamizawa are capable of living in the city? That's their problem. If they like this place so much, then they can stay here. Don't drag me into it. My family's poor, so we couldn't move even if we wanted to. But thanks to the compensation money, we'll finally have enough to move into the city. What do you think will happen to us if the dam project's cancelled? Don't tie me down in those mountains any longer. Well, this is different. So interesting. So Mion takes on different roles of some of the other characters. And then Rika's position is different. There's a lot of things that could be seen in all the other games or series and adaptations. Tears well in Mion's eyes, full of violent emotion. Rika stands there with little to say. The two ministry men anxiously watch over them. Suddenly, Rika turns on her heel and exits the scene. I'm going to the bathroom. Rika! Rika exits quickly. Mio gets a hold of herself and starts to fall after her, but Arakawa suddenly lets out a groan. Arakawa! Are you alright? He's been feeling poorly since the weekend ended. Apparently keeps feeling pain all of a sudden. There's a bathroom around back. Oh, but right now Rika's using it. That's not a stomachache. Are you alright? Arakawa! I'm sorry. It'll settle down soon. You're working yourself too hard. You should get yourself checked out by a doctor. I'm sorry. I'm fine now. Though my head's still throbbing. Yeah. Almost sounds like a subaqueroid hemorrhaging. At any rate, you're resting tomorrow. Go have a doctor check you out in a major hospital. You're right. Sorry. It really started hurting all of a sudden. Now that you mention it, my head hurts too. Yeah, it's throbbing. That's not good. You might have caught a cold. It's raining out. Blackout. The heavy sound of rain plays. The scene remains pitch black. A voice plays over the radio. This is Car 1 to HQ. Do you read? Car 1 over. The sound of thunder echoes in the distance. The stage slowly grows lighter. The sound of rain fades into the distance. The two ministry men are gone. A man, Yoshimura, appears, running on the stage. Oh, Tomitake looky like. Man, it's like someone's dumping a bathtub on us out here. It doesn't matter if you got an umbrella or not. Man, look, even my underwear is soaked. Wanna see? It's not something I get to see often, so absolutely. What the Mio, you're in high school! What's up with this man? Somebody call the FBI! Oh, I didn't think you'd actually say yes. Someone you know? No way! I don't know any old men like him. You seem awfully close while talking to him just now, though. Oh no, my heart belongs solely to you, Rika! How was just making conversation with a lonely middle-aged man who was babbling to himself? That's cruel. I'm still only 28, you know. Oh hey, that's how old I am! For 10 more days. So when you round up, that's 30, right? At 30, you're well into middle age. Listen here, men get more mature and charming. Listen here, men get more mature and charming when they hit their 30s. They mate ant farms? What? Rika, this man's gone nuts. Okay, Yoshimura, how about this? I've always liked older people, so let's not feel too insulted. They don't make ants, they grow mature. They grow manure? This man's pretty far gone. You win, you win. Manure's fine. I can't beat you kids. Rika, this old man's a pretty funny guy. Maybe he'll give us some money if we beg. You really only just met him. I'm surprised you can keep up by conversation. It's the same with you and me. I spoke a whole lot when we first met, didn't I? Well, maybe that was just me just carrying on all by myself. That's not true. I had fun too. Sorry about earlier. I went too far. No. I should apologize. I'm sorry. Wow. You seduced her real good. I didn't think you'd take it in that direction. What the fuck? Shut up! Shut up! We just got a good mood going here! Don't look so menacing. Fine, fine. I won't say a single word more. Go ahead and take it as far as you can go. Huh? What do you mean as far as I can go? Whoa, whoa! Rika, this guy's a perv! See? Call FBI! You're Rika then. I'm Yoshimura. Nice to meet you. What are your hobbies and career, Yoshimura? Huh? Man, and no one's that blunt even for formal marriage interviews. I have many different hobbies. I guess you could say that my career is in freelance writing. Instead of freelance photography? No Tomitake Flash? Is that like a freeloader? It means he writes articles freely for different places. The next bus is in, well, it's quite some time from now. Today's my lucky day. I get to share shelter from the rain with a pair of cute girls. Stop being weird. Tonegawa and Arakawa return from the bathroom. Yoshimura looks disappointed. Oh, a friend of yours? Oh my god, if we just have Keiichi, we'll have the Soul Brothers. Nah, just some strange old man. That's harsh. Hello, I'm Yoshimura. Please allow me to take shelter from the rain in here too. You two are from the dam project, right? Hello, Tonegawa from the Ministry of Construction's Urban River Office, holding out his hand. Hello, Arakawa, also from the Urban River Office, holding out his hand. Hello, Sonozaki, Furude, also from Makes No Sense to Me, holding out their hands to Yoshimura. Well, it looks like you're all getting along well. Are you all friends? All four look at each other and slowly shake their heads. You look like awfully close friends, though. You really do. Can you all stay like that for a moment? I want to take a picture of you four friends together. Okay, smile, smile! Pulling out a camera from his pocket and aiming at him. I knew it! Tomitake Flash! The disgraceful state of modern high school girls. Ministry of Construction employees engaged in compensated dating in Hinamizawa! What? Ah! Blackout! The sound of pounding rings out. A moment of silence follows. The scene remains pitch black. A voice plays over a radio. HQ over. HQ over. All cars in position. Huh. Thunder echoes. The stage steadily lights up. The sound of heavy rain fades into the distance. Man, to think it's a thunderstorm, too. This is some awful weather we're having. I think I see the sky getting a little brighter in the distance. Maybe it's all clear by the time the bus gets here. Are you out here gathering information, Yoshimura? On the Hinamizawa Dam, I suppose? Yeah, the dam's at least a part of it, but I'm gathering information generally. Then on the villagers' protest movements against the dam project. Not that. The effect building the dam will have on the environment? No, not that. The contributions a dam will provide to the region? No, not that, not that. It's nothing nearly that serious. A surprise report on pretty young girls from the northern Honshu? A national beauty discovered in Hinamizawa? Mion freezes while holding a model's pose, and after a moment of silence, Yoshimura continues speaking, ignoring Mion. It's bird watching, ain't it? What I came to gather information on is... Yoshimura pauses to build tension. Really, dude? Mion remains frozen in her pose. Rika, exasperated, relents and shakes Mion's hand. Mion is once more suddenly overjoyed. What is it? Please don't keep holding out on us. Are you familiar with Oyashiro? Oh, okay, so this is when that pops up. Not the bird watching yet? Okay. So, Oyashiro was still a thing. Okay, interesting. By Oyashiro, you mean... Yes, that Oyashiro. Huh? Who's that? That's ridiculous. It's just some That's ridiculous. It's just some stupid superstition. Of course it's a superstition. It's just a simple fairy tale. It's stupid. You come all the way out here just to gather information on something as stupid as that? You keep calling it stupid, but you seem to be pretty concerned about it. Arakawa, calm down, calm down. I don't get what's going on, but it's a fairy tale, right? Yes, it's a simple fairy tale. What on earth is he talking about? Sonozaki, do you know? Who's this whatever? We learned about him in elementary school, by the way, so I know some things. Oyashiro is the name of Hinamizawa's guardian deity. Everyone that local knows about him. I've heard enough about Oyashiro already, and you're planning on making me hear more? More of those stupid stories? Oh, I guess he's the Takano here. Stories. Oyashiro's fairy tales. They say if you try to defile Hinamizawa, you'll be cursed. Distant thunder. The sound of rain grows a little stronger. There's a silence for a moment. It's a stupid story. Every rural village has a tale or two like that. That's right. There's no end to the number of legends about gods cursing people throughout all the regions of Japan. But the tales of this Oyashiro curse are completely different from the rest. He really does curse people. No way! Curses aren't even a thing anymore. You're scaring them, Rika. Looks like you don't know, Mio. Well, I don't blame you for that. Wasn't like everything got published in the news after all. You can put an exact number on it. 4. 4 people working for the Ministry of Construction have already passed away. Their deaths are unnatural. This is ridiculous. It's just a series of simple accidents. So listen here. We're always working on the dam project one way or another. So I'm not going to stand for some people claiming it's a curse whenever somebody collapses on the job. I wouldn't be saying these things either if they had died ordinary deaths. However, theirs weren't even remotely normal. They weren't normal? Are you referring to Kondo at the end of last year? That one was highlighted in the newspapers. It happened on November 20th of last year. It was a gruesome incident, one where he stabbed his sleeping family members one after another before slitting his own throat. The man's name was Kondo Yoshiyuki. He was a member of the Ministry of Construction's River Barrow Development Division. He was one of the initial staff on the Hinamizawa Dam project, and he visited Hinamizawa several times. So it was some kind of murder, killing self thing? Ultimately, yes. At least that's how it was settled. But no matter how hard the police investigated him, they couldn't find any reason that he would end his own life. I remember hearing the rumors that he might have gotten his hands on some kind of drug. Ha! Of course he says that again. When they conducted the autopsy, they found absolutely no traces of any drugs in this system. At the time of the incident, he was pretty overworked. The police decided he had snapped because of it. I think what happened to him is tragic, and sure, it wasn't normal, but it's far too hasty to go claiming that it was Oyashiro's curse. You're absolutely right. If it were an isolated incident, I wouldn't jump straight into blaming the curse either. There were others? Who were they? Okay, gonna interject really quick. Okay, so let's see. So this is, I'm guessing, the 4-year curse thing, but it's different here than in Hinamizawa, the Watanagashi festival, I'm guessing. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, so what else? Oh, that laugh track. That laugh is from Higanbana no Saku Yoroni, and the eyes. Oh, they used the eyes from Watanagashi. Okay, cool. Okay. You said 4 staff members died, didn't you, Yoshimura? But I haven't heard a thing about anyone other than Kondo. If a member of staff passed away, then you'd think we would have gotten some notice about it, right, Arakawa? Pardon me, but you moved into the department in April, right, Tonegawa? Yes, up until April I was with the Land Conservation Division of the Erosion and Sediment Control Department. They kept it hidden. Even more have died. Arakawa, is this true? Arakawa bitterly hangs his head. Arakawa bitterly hangs his head. Tonegawa is left confused. Also the names, Arakawa, that name appears in the Midnight Killing arc. So when I see that name, I keep thinking about that one. And Tonegawa makes me think of Kaiji, or like other, or Akagi. I don't know. After that incident with him, certain rumors began to spread among those in charge of Hinamizawa Dam. The rumors whispered well before that incident, but at the very least they were treated as just fairy tales until it occurred. By fairy tales you mean... Yes, Oyashiro's curse. Stop this already! What kind of stories are they? These, fairy tales about Oyashiro. They're just stories, nothing more. Long, long ago, there lived a poor elderly couple with 3 sons. The 3 sons hated working the fields and longed for a life of luxury. So one day they abandoned the fields their parents and ancestors had worked to travel to the capital. All 3 of them had ran away at once, so while their parents worked hard all by themselves to protect their ancestors' land. But it wasn't enough. In the end, both of them collapsed and fell sick one day. They couldn't protect their ancestors' fields without the strength of their sons, so the elderly couple prayed to Oyashiro. "Please tell our sons to come home," they asked. First, Oyashiro visited the eldest son. He stood at the son's bedside and admonished him to return to his homeland. But after coming to know the gaudy life of the city, the oldest son stubbornly refused. So Oyashiro stood at his bedside for 7 days and 7 nights. But the eldest son would not return to Hinamizawa. Having him by his bedside every night must have been pretty rough. That sounds more like harassment. So then, in the end, the eldest son is cursed to death. Next, Oyashiro visited the second son's bedside, but the second son wouldn't return either. So the same happens to him. He goes crazy on the 7th day and dies. The third son grew frightened by his brother's untimely deaths, so he fled back home, and the 3 of them worked together to protect the fields. The end. Some consider it a fairy tale meant to promote the custom of those who are born here to remain until they die. And such a custom isn't all that unusual. It's not like Kondo was here from birth though, right? No, he wasn't. In other words, this god, Oyashiro, is strict toward both those who try to leave Hinamizawa and those outsiders who come to Hinamizawa. He is a guardian deity after all. The old folks opposed to the dam all keep talking about this. They've all been getting a kick out of it, because they didn't think they'd get to hear such fairy tales again in modern times. Yes, it was a fairy tale, until that incident happened. Thunder rings in the distance. Rain continues pouring down hard. A moment of silence passes. I forget who was the first to say it. They said they'd have trouble because they can't get any sleep lately. They say that whenever they try to sleep, they get restless and wake up. They're overworked. Then one of them started saying this. When I try to sleep, I feel some kind of presence nearby. I turned the light on to look for them, but no one was there. Yet once I turned the light off again, I felt the same presence. They all thought it was amusing to play it up as Oyashiro's curse. They said that Oyashiro was standing by their bedsides. Thinking back on it now, I believe Kondo was the first to complain about his lack of sleep. Kondo, the way that he was acting before the incident was no laughing matter. He swore something was there. He swore that every night when he tried to sleep, that he was there. He was there? No way! And that incident happened. At that point, it was no simple laughing matter anymore. Our workplace was like a haunted mansion for a while after that. I sensed an eerie presence in the nap room. When I was up pulling overtime last night, there was someone standing behind me. There was someone following me in the train. It couldn't have gone more ridiculous than that. It isn't ridiculous. He does exist. That Oyashiro. Yeah. At some point, that something began to be called Oyashiro. I never heard anything about these rumors. One thing about us Japanese people is that we all go quiet about anything taboo. The workers are all hoping that not speaking about it will make it go away. But when it happened, there was a second and third incident. With every new incident that happened, they went even quieter in fear of Oyashiro's curse. The management was distressed by the situation, so they did everything in their power to try and cover it up. There's no way! Cover it up when the staff are dying! That's unthinkable! It's not like they were hiding the corpses or anything. They just made an effort to keep control over the information and keep it from reaching anyone not involved. They didn't want the morale to go down any further at the workplace. But those who knew, know. Right, Awakawa? That was an accident!
Arakawa.
Cut us a break already! What's so funny? I mean, it's impossible not to laugh, right? Right? In this modern age? Laugh! Laugh!
We did laugh. We laughed and said, how could such a ridiculous thing be real? I did. My friends did. We all did. We all did. Then it happened again. The next victim was Kaki Numa from the Urban River office. Numa's death was an accident. That was no curse. Was he your friend? No. He was a worker I didn't know. He was a man who loved his liquor and gambling, and he smiled often. He was my direct predecessor at the job I have now, and while there was an age gap between us, I often went drinking with him. He was a guy who drank the night away every night, even though he had a beautiful wife who looked a decade younger. He could have gone home early for her every now and then.
Listen now, Ara. Don't ever get married, you hear? You only have free time to yourself when you're single. He was just making fun, I bet. People like that are always the ones to diligently remember their anniversary and such and say, come home on those days, no matter what they say. Halfway through, Mio adds her unrestrained laughter to his bitter one. Suddenly, Arakawa interrupts his own laugh with a shout. Everyone freezes, startled. Mio stops laughing too. I figure he must have been tired. He'd been working very hard for several days in a row, so it made sense to me. The last train had long since left, so Numa was thinking of taking me home in his car like usual. That was when I said to him, Numa, you look pretty tired. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, so I haven't gotten much sleep. Numa, please stop that. Is it showing up at your place too? The you know what? You don't sense anything, Ara. At night? Sense something at night? Sounds like something naughty. I'm positive that they're there. Positive. When it bugs me, I turn on the lights. But there's only my wife and child in the room. Of course, right? But still, they're really there. Numa, please give me a break. They're there. They're there. What are you even saying is there? Kondo also said things like that. About a month before now, right? Kondo was... Come on, you know. It was kind of... Well, there were similar aspects. Maybe the same one that's showing up in my place was there at Kondo's place, too. Let's stop this. All this talk about Kondo. I know. When Kondo said they were there, it was probably him. He definitely exists. With every passing day, I feel him even more strongly. Can we stop this already? Stop talking about this stuff. It's not any fun. Yeah, let's stop. But you know, I do sense his presence more strongly with every day that goes by. That's true. I feel him so strongly. Feels like I'll find him standing there when I open my eyes. The light goes out and the stage goes dark. Listen, I think I'm about to meet him soon. To meet Oyashiro. It happened late night that day. He ran into a dump truck while driving into the opposite lane and passed away. That was an accident! Even if it did happen right after that conversation, it was an accident! But I couldn't very well tell his wife about that. There's no way I could. No way I could tell her such a ridiculous story. At that time, they thought he had fallen asleep behind the wheel, but the truth was different. Kaki Numa's corpse was found with his throat scratched out. Both his hands were covered in blood, and several of the nails were peeled off his fingers. I'm having trouble taking in all of this here. In other words, whatever may have been running through his mind, he began to scratch out his throat right before he died, with such horrifying force that it peeled his nails off.
How do you know about that too? Could you be...
I investigated. I am something of a reporter, you know.
But how did you...
He did meet him. Oyashiro, that is. Distant thunder, the sound of rain, a heavy silence.
Did you know about Mori and Kato? I don't! I really don't know about those two! Only just heard about Kato, so I really don't know!
Kato leapt in front of a train at Nishi-Funabashi Station in Chiba Prefecture and died. The station employees witnessed him demonstrating bizarre behavior right before jumping, but the details are unclear.
I don't know! I don't know! I don't know!
What about Mori? He was on site, wasn't it? He should have been working there too.
On site? I didn't know about this. What happened? I don't know. I left to go eat. When I came back, there was a huge commotion, but it was all over. It was over by the time I got back, so I don't know. I don't know anything!
This is my first time hearing about that. How could I not hear about this when it happened on site? Because by then, Mori was the fourth. Apparently the upper management and the police had already come to an agreement beforehand regarding special circumstances. So everything, even the inspection of the scene, was carried out in secret. Do you remember? There was a day where there was a commotion about the accident that happened while replacing the gas valves. I think I remember something like that. They said that it was a construction worker and staff member that were there that got injured and were carried off in an ambulance. That was a crazy day. Of course, that was just a cover story, which was vastly different.
What do you mean?
They were lying. They used their authority to cover up the truth. Those who were involved kept their lips very tight, so I don't know too many details myself, but this is the truth. Mori had been sleeping. Just as their lunch break was about to end, he suddenly shot up and stabbed the staff member sitting up next to him with an awl. Then he continued to assault 3 other staff members, and before they managed to pin him down, he stabbed his own throat, ending his life. It all happened within a mere 1 or 2 minutes.
I told you I had gone out to eat, so I don't know!
The stage goes dark. A light centers on Awakawa. Awakawa recalls the moment when he was cornered by Mori wielding an awl.
Please stop this, Mori! They're not there! No one is there! There's no way they could be there! They don't exist! Please calm down! It's a fairy tale! They don't exist! Oyashiro isn't real!
I'm using the bathroom. I'm sorry. Please excuse me again. Awakawa barely leaves the stage. The sound of rain resumes. I never knew that such things had... No one knows the true identity of Oyashiro's curse, but it definitely exists somehow. The key to unraveling that mystery should be here in Hinamizawa. That's why I've come here, to find out what it is. You'll die.
Huh?
You'll die too. The very act of trying to uncover Oyashiro's true identity is blasphemy toward Oyashiro. If that's why you've come to Hinamizawa, then you'll die too. A heavy silence hangs between them. Yoshimura doesn't respond. It's late, the bus. Isn't it about time for it to show up? It's probably delayed, right? Since it's raining. The sound of rain gradually fades out along with the lights. A moment of silence passes. Oops. The sound of rain gradually fades out along with the lights. A moment of silence passes. The stage remains pitch black. A voice plays over the radio. Recon team reporting in. There's outsiders with them. That's unexpected. Do we call it off? The sound of thunder strikes. The stage gradually grows brighter. The sound of heavy rain fades into the distance. Awakawa still hasn't returned from the bathroom yet. He's taking a while, that Arakawa. Maybe he's feeling sick again? Hawaka was sick.
Oh, you weren't there, were you? Earlier while you were in the bathroom, he was squirming around saying his head was throbbing. They said it was a sign of something, super angry hemorrhaging. Subarachnoid hemorrhaging. I'm gonna go check on him. Tonigawa exits. Rika also stands up after a moment. I have some medicine that's good for headaches, so I'll go see him too. I'll be right back. Oh, sure. Take care. Mio and Yoshimura are left behind. There is silence and the sound of rain. Mio is concerned with her light headache the entire time. I'm starting to feel kind of sleepy. My head kind of hurts too. Maybe I have a cold. I was sightseeing in Tokyo the other day. Though it was less sightseeing, more like I went there to enjoy Mouseland. Huh? Oh, you did? I've been sightseeing in Tokyo too. I went to Mouseland and yeah. It's really the only place I went to as well. We stayed in a place called Hotel Seaside Edokai. It's an elegant hotel in Kasai Rinkai Park. Huh? 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 Me too! That's where I stayed too! What a coincidence! I took a walk around the park at night. It was incredible. That place was a sacred ground for couples. Felt ashamed being there while single. Same! I thought so too! The food was more magnificent than I imagined it would be. But I lost out ordering the Japanese meal like my parents did. I didn't like the boiled fish at all, so I left the whole thing. You too, Yoshimura? I did that too! At night, I couldn't sleep because I was so hungry. I had no choice but to slip out of the hotel to buy some cup noodles from the vending machine near the police box. But to my chagrin, I didn't have any change. So I was starving that night. You too, Yoshimura? I did that too! Huh? The next morning, I had a cell phone borrowed from my father with me in my pocket. When I went to do my business, and well, I accidentally dropped it in the toilet. I panicked and pulled it out without regard for how filthy it was, and I tried drying it off in the hairdryer. I tried to fool my father by saying the battery had died, but that didn't work. You too, Yoshimura? I did that! I rode all kinds of rides at Mouseland. I had a great time. I laughed the most on the pirate one. There was a mountain of treasure along the ride, so I leaned out of the gondola to try and touch it. They yelled at me through the loudspeaker. The people working those theme parks sure watch carefully, don't they? You too, Yoshimura? You played as much as you could all the way up to the park's closing time, didn't you? And right before the park closed, you stormed to an ice cream shop and begged your mother to buy you rum raisin. There was one man cleaning the park who was looking on as it kept dripping while you ate it. You waved at him, so he turned away from you, and I think you got upset. Then you looked back, and it was dripping all over your skirt. You cried real hard, saying you couldn't get on the train like that, right? Ha ha. Maybe carrying on so much came back to bite you, but you suffered a really bad headache the next morning. You took some medicine, but that was only a temporary relief. After your father and mother thought it over, they decided to move their plans forward to go home after that. You were unsteady on your feet from the headache, but you cried and pleaded with them. You said the headache would go away soon, but your parents decided to go home because they treasured their daughter. You still regret that, don't you? The time you went sightseeing in Tokyo. Huh? Yeah. Sure. Thunder rings in the distance. The sound of rain continues. A long silence passes between them. Mion is pretending to smile, but her face is pale. Her shoulders are shuddering. You're in favor of the dam, right? You're hoping that you'll be able to move to Tokyo with compensation money. But due to your parents' work, you're likely to move to the local city. But you can make that compromise, because it's still far more metropolitan than Hinamizawa at the very least. There's plenty of buildings taller than the fire department there. How? Do you know all that? You left your soul back in Tokyo. Your heart's not here in Hinamizawa anymore. That's bad for you, isn't it? Being like that.
Bad? Bad how? Because of Oyashiro. Oyashiro curses those who try to abandon Hinamizawa, you know. If I were this Oyashiro, then you'd be out, in my mind. What do you think? Mion steps back, shuddering a little. I've always been the type who believes in them ever since I was little. I believe in fairy tales, nursery rhymes, and even ghost stories. I know they're all made up, but I still believe in them. Ever since you suffered that headache in Tokyo, you haven't been able to brush off your worries about Oyashiro, have you? Even though you know they're made up stories, right? Who are you? Me? Who am I? Yoshimura begins to laugh like crazy. Mion stands there, dumbstruck by his bizarre state. I told you earlier, didn't I? I'm Yoshimura. Yoshimura, the freelance writer. Not just some freeloader. Thunder violently roars. The scene goes dark with the sound of heavy downpour. A moment of silence passes. The stage remains dark. A voice plays over the radio. HQ to all cars. Due to the involvement of outsiders, commencement of the operation is postponed. All cars go to standby. Be ready to move immediately. Remain vigilant. We do not know how this will go. Thunder booms out again. The stage steadily grows lighter. The sound of pouring rain fades into the distance. All 5 people are sitting on the bench. Well, that was creepy. What's with this stalker, Yoshimura? Also, I have to wonder where that track is from. Spooky. In fact, I think it's like the tone that the original parts of Higurashi sets. So it's pretty good, I think. Well, is the medicine working? I'm sorry. I feel much better now. Thank you very much. It worked. Okay. Rika, could I have some too? Of that headache medicine, I mean. Mine's a bit... Your head is hurting too? No, it's fine right now. Though it really hurt earlier. I have some medicine. Want it? I'm fine! Mia refuses with an excessive response. Yoshimura, Tonigawa, and Arakawa are all a bit surprised by her odd reaction. I see. All right then. Still, that bus sure is something, is it? Still, that bus sure isn't coming, is it? It should be here by now, though. It's raining out, after all. There is a moment of silence accompanied by the sound of rain. The 2 detectives, Hoshino and Okano, enter. There's more again. More people. Why are there so many people coming here today of all days? There's usually no one here. Because it's raining out. Good afternoon. Are you all waiting for the bus? Yes, it should be here though. Oh, here's our Takano Mio. The bus isn't coming. Huh? What do you mean by that? Please listen calmly. We're with the police. We're currently investigating the area around here in regards to a case. We'd like it if you all cooperate with us. A case? What is it? What's happened? Like we said, please remain calm. We believe the culprit behind a slashing that took place in the city this afternoon is hiding out in this location. So at present, this area is cordoned off. That is why the bus won't be coming. A slasher? Some degenerate? A drug addict? Please, let's have a break already. How many people were killed? I cannot provide any details. There have already been several victims. And the culprit, their gender, their age, what are they like? Do you write mysteries for a living or something? I'd like to see your ID. Does my business card work? I'm Yoshimura. I'm a freelance writer. Do you have anything with your photo on it? Oh, unfortunately not. What about you two? We're with the Ministry of Construction. Here's our licenses and employee IDs. Thank you. We appreciate all your hard work. And about you two. Huh? So, what was the culprit like? Maybe one of us has seen him. Yes, that's right. Please tell us. There's not enough information right now, so that can't be certain. However, there's a high chance it was done by 2 people. Yoshimura stands up and looks over to the 2 ministry men, and then Rika and Mio. Of course, we could be mistaken. There's also a chance that they weren't acting alone. As for gender, there's a high chance that they were male. Mio stands up and looks over at the 2 ministry men and then at Yoshimura. Yoshimura eyes the 2 ministry men suspiciously. They both wince. Witness accounts were vague, so we can't rule out the possibility it was done by a woman. Well, these are 2 from the ministry, certainly who are they say they are, so there's no problem there. It'll be easy to confirm their identities too. In other words, you have absolutely no idea who the culprit might be, is that right? We simply can't offer any more specific details. After all, the suspect might be one of you after all. So, what about your IDs? Does a post office card work? You 2 are students, right? Detective, I think that man Yoshimura there is suspicious. Today's a weekday, right? Why aren't you in school? Well, today's the anniversary of our school's founding. Do you mind if we talk to them for a bit? Oh, wait, I mean, school is closed. Everyone's come down with the flu. First is the founding day, and now the school's closed. What'll be next? Because it's raining. Mio and Enrique lead the scene with Hoshino. Oh, is it alright if I go use the bathroom? I don't mind. Go ahead. I'll be right back then. Tonegawa leaves the scene. After a moment, Okano gets a call. Yes, Okano here. Yes. Okano exits the stage, talking on his phone. Yoshimura watches agape as they leave. Arakawa holds his head like a headache has returned. What's the matter? Another headache? Yes, it's hurting again. They seem really painful. If I could take them on for you, I would. Damn it. This sucks. They say there are a lot of different causes for headaches. Colds and eye strains are the leading effects. But there's a lot of other ones, too. It's funny, but apparently you don't feel any pain when the brain itself is damaged. Even though it hurts this bad. When people end their own lives, they sometimes shoot their heads with a pistol, right? Apparently you can actually experience the least pain when dying that way. In contrast, committing seppuku is surprisingly painful, because unlike when you damage the brain, you feel all the pain in your stomach. That's why there's always a second, you know? That person's job was to behead the man before they suffered too much. Ha ha ha! Guess that wasn't a very funny tidbit, was it? That looks so painful. I almost wish I could be your second by this point. That's not funny. In your case, I imagine the cause of the headache is a lack of sleep. Does that sound right? Are you getting at least 6 hours of sleep at night? What time do you usually turn in for bed? I turn the lights out just before midnight. I get a full 7 hours of sleep. Really? If you're really getting that much sleep, you shouldn't be in so much pain. Arakawa continues writhing in pain. Yoshimura continues speaking like he knows what's going on. Were you really able to sleep, Shirley? I slept! I am sleeping! You're making sure to turn the lights out? If you leave the lights on, you can't get decent sleep, you know. I just forgot to turn them off for a bit. Did you really close your eyes? You can't call it sleep if you're just lying down. I closed them! I closed my eyes and tried to sleep. But you couldn't sleep. I tried to sleep. I tried to! Why couldn't you close your eyes? Shut up! Why does any of that matter? Must be tough to go every night without sleep, huh? I'm not going without sleep! Kondo said so too. That was a tough missing sleep.
I don't care about Kondo! I'm not going without sleep!
You try to sleep, sure, but you feel restless and end up waking up. Isn't that right?
That's not true!
But at some point you began to feel it, didn't you?
Feel it! I'm not feeling anything! Anything at all!
A dim, pure red light shines down on the stage. The light centers in Arakawa. You don't sense anything, Ada? At night?
I don't sense anything! Nothing!
I'm positive they're there. Positive.
They're not there! There's nothing there!
Kondo also said things like that about a month before now, right? The red light changes into a blue one. Of course you can laugh at that. However, there
really are there! They're not there! It's all... No, they are there. Sure, it's easy to doubt something that you can't see with your own eyes, but if you can't see them there, they're still there! Ah!
The blue light changes back to red once more.
Ah! Don't touch me! Don't you touch me! Kato, please calm down! You're looking down on me. Every damn one of you keeps making fun of me! Ah! Fine by me then. I'll accept that fight of yours. You're nothing to be afraid of at all. I'm not picking a fight with you, so please calm down. Come on, I'll kill you. I'll kill everyone who makes fun of me. Screw Yashiro. You think I'm too scared to curse the fight? Kato! The train's pulling in!
The sound of an oncoming train is heard, followed by an unpleasant splat. The light shining in Arakawa goes out. The stage is once more lit by blue lights.
They don't exist! Are you sure it doesn't exist?
You hate it, don't you? Not being able to meet them when they're there. It's frustrating, isn't it? When they're right there and right next to you.
They're not there! They're not there! They're not there!
Kondo got to meet them. Kakinuma did too.
No! 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 No!
Mori met them too. Kato, he met them also.
Stop it already! That's enough! That's enough!
You want to meet them, right? You should want to meet them.
No! No! Help!
Arakawa crawls to the ground trying to escape to anywhere else, yet his headache is terrible and he doesn't get very far. Why do you refuse him? If you met him, you'd be safe, right?
No! No!
You shouldn't be so frightened when you're an adult. It's rather pathetic. Arakawa's legs get out at center stage. He just keeps shuddering. Huh? Did you wet yourself by chance? How embarrassing. The light shines on Arakawa. An expressionless Mion, Rika, Tonigawa, Hoshino, and Okano enter the scene. They slowly surround Arakawa at a distance.
What's up with all of you?
You used to go to Yanagawa Municipal Elementary, didn't you? It happened in 3rd grade, right? You were unfortunate enough to feel the call of nature on your way home from school, so you decided to take care of it in the bushes in secret.
Hey! Arakawa's shitting outside! He's shitting outside! What's with you all? You'd all do it too if it wasn't a bathroom nearby!
I wouldn't. I generally wouldn't. I definitely go look for a bathroom. Doing outside is just gross.
Ah! He's coming over here! He's coming over here! It's Shit Man!
All but Yoshimura and Arakawa are laughing loudly. Shitman was a big hit, wasn't it? It became pretty popular, so that it became your nickname even when you changed grades and classes all throughout 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. The one who gave you that nickname was a young girl named Hirayama Yuko. You hated her, didn't you? If that girl hadn't given you that nickname, then you wouldn't have suffered such awful treatment. So you beat her, didn't you? Over and over again with a broomstick. You kept beating her even after she started crying.
Hey, Arakawa! Hitting a girl, that's real low! Ah! Arakawa hit me! Scumbag. There's no reason to do that to a girl. Hey, Arakawa, you can tell me your teacher in secret. Do you like Hirayama? Even in middle school, Shitman was all the rage. It hurt when people you never even met before looked at you with curiosity, didn't it? Him? Everyone calls him Shitman. You should stay away from him. I hear he stinks. Gross! 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 Shut up! I only did it one time! Now shut up about it! Your hardship of mandatory education finally came to an end at long last. You were able to make a new start in high school. You heaved a sigh of relief when you saw there wasn't a single person from your middle school in the same grade as you. Hey there, are you Shitman? Huh? Even now, you have no idea how that name got passed from school to school. But unfortunately for you, someone heard that name somewhere. All but Yoshimura and Arakawa continue to laugh. Arakawa clenches his umbrella and stands up, still wobbling. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Be quiet! If you don't shut up, I'll kill you! If you hit a girl, however, you'd quickly be treated as a villain, so you gritted your teeth and endured it. Dumbass! I won't go easy on you just because you're a woman! Arakawa steps towards Mion and Rika, swinging his umbrella around. They both back off, laughing all the while. If you hit a guy, then they quickly fought back, so you gritted your teeth and endured it. Fuck off! I'll kill you! I don't care who you are! I'll kill you! Arakawa steps toward Honegawa, Hoshino, and Okano, swinging his umbrella around. All three back off, laughing as they do. Arakawa remains center stage, swinging his umbrella around in frustration. The other five all laugh even louder. I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you all! You shitheads! Ah! It must have been painful. It must have been tough. So you wouldn't want to seek it. Your salvation? Of course you'd want it. Yes, you definitely would. I'll kill everyone who makes fun of me! Ah! You want to meet them now? Meet who? You know, both Kondo and Kakinuma. They went through pretty hard times too, but they're free now. Same with Mori and Kato. That's so! So that's how it is! You want to meet them, right? You want to meet them, right? Bring their ass to me! I'll kill everyone who makes fun of me! Screw the curse! So what about this Oyashiro crap? I'll go ahead and meet them then! And then I'll kill every last one of them! You want to meet them. You want to meet them. You want to meet them! You said it, didn't you? You want to meet them. And I'll help you meet them. I'll help you meet Oyashiro. The scene flashes and then goes dark. Thunder rumbles. A moment of silence follows. The stage remains dark. A voice is heard over a radio. HQ to all cars! Once the outsiders have been removed, storm in. I repeat, once the outsiders have been removed, storm in. Thunder echoes out. The stage steadily grows lighter. Aokawa lies convulsing at center stage, his throat and fingers covered in blood. Yoshimura looks around in a panic, not knowing what to do. Hoshino, Okano, Rika, Mion, and Tonegawa return to the stage. Aokawa! What's going on? Are you okay? What happened here? That's what I'd like to know. He started growing some nonsense and he went crazy. I thought he was going to kill me. Hoshino looks at Arakawa's wounds. Did you do this? There's no way I did. That man, he suddenly started scratching out his own throat. The blood! The blood! He's gone. Let's carry him out. Okano, lend me a hand. Can you save him? Hey! Hey! Tonegawa leaves the stage, following Hoshino and Okano as they carry Arakawa. He suddenly went crazy. Yeah, that's right. I didn't do this. He scratched out his own throat. Go and examine the fingerprints or something. It wasn't me.
No one's saying that you killed him.
Killed? He's going to die.
Did you think that they can save him with the state that he was in?
What on earth are you saying happened here?
Arakawa scratched out his own throat and died. Those are the facts.
Why? How'd that happen? That's what I'd like to know. You were watching him, weren't you? He...
So this was the 5th victim then, wasn't it, Yoshimura?
Wait, you mean this is Oyashiro's curse?
It'll make good material, won't it? Did you get your pictures? Did you manage to record your interview with him? Or was it all off record?
You idiot! This isn't the time for that!
I wonder who the 6th victim will be. What do you think, Yoshimura?
Let's stop this, Rika! Let's stop this already!
The 6th victim might be the first person who wasn't with the Ministry of Construction. Hey, Yoshimura, wouldn't it be more effective to write down your own experience instead of getting an interview?
Alright. I'll forget all about Oyashiro. I'll stop covering the story. When I get back to my inn, I'm packing my bags and getting out of here.
That's the spirit. But do you think Oyashiro will permit that? A tense silence passes between them. Then Hoshino comes up. Furude Rika, would you come with me for a bit? Yes. Rika leaves the stage following Hoshino, but her eyes continue to menace Yoshimura until the very last moment.
That girl is too threatening. Did Arakawa really die? How would I know? It was all so sudden. He suddenly started growing to himself and he went crazy and swung his umbrella around everywhere. I had no idea what was going on. Does that mean he died from Oyashiro's curse? He did say that. He said Oyashiro, but something like this isn't possible. Really? Did he really say Oyashiro? He said it. Yes, he said it. I'm sure of that.
Thunder rumbles.
Damn it. I'm scared. Damn it.
Yoshimura shudders as he looks downward, his face on the verge of tears. Hey, Yoshimura. It was you, right? You did it.
Huh? Don't say something so stupid. There's no way I'd do that.
The slasher the police are looking for is you, isn't it?
What are you saying? You're pissing me off. Well, get back. If I start shouting, the detectives will come right back here. Stop screwing around. What are you even saying? What are you claiming that I did?
That attitude is completely different from how calm you were earlier. Please tell me, who are you? How'd you know all those things about me?
What are you even talking about? You and that last guy both. What is wrong with you all? You're mad. This whole place is fucking mad. Ah!
Yoshimura falls to his knees and wails. Mio remains indifferent to it. You're the one that's not normal, so who are you? A sharp pain races through Mion's head.
My head.
Yoshimura's crying somehow changes into laughter.
Yoshimura?
Who am I? I've told you many times. I'm Yoshimura. Yoshimura, the freelance writer.
Stay away from me!
You think I'm the one who killed Arakawa?
Somebody! Come here!
You have to shout a little louder or no one will come for you. Sonozaki Mio.
Detectives! Rika!
Yoshimura gently waves his hand and Mio coughs like something stuck in her throat. That's improper. A young lady your age shouldn't be raising her voice for no reason.
Hell! Where did everybody go?
Allow me to answer your first question. Was it me that killed Arakawa?
The answer is yes.
Allow me to answer your second question. Am I the slasher? That is also a yes.
No! Stay away from me!
How did I know all those things about you? I won't be answering questions that can't be answered with yes or no.
Why did you kill him?
Does one need a reason? Now this is interesting. That suggests some murders are permitted depending on their reason. Is that what you're telling me?
You murderer!
Yoshimura waves his hand once more. Mio coughs like something stuck in her throat. That's improper, so stop that. No shouting.
Help me!
What are we going to do with you? You say you hate Hinamizawa because it's so rural. You prefer the big city. You prefer Tokyo. You keep saying these things. It's no good, you know. Oyashiro won't allow it.
Oyashiro!
Your dead grandmother warned you so much too. Yet you still let Tokyo steal your heart. What a shame.
Don't kill me!
All those men from the Ministry of Construction were outsiders after all. They didn't know Oyashiro very well, so he was lenient with them. But you, a villager of Hinamizawa, you will receive no mercy.
Stop! Don't kill me! Forgive me!
You want forgiveness?
Yes! Yes!
Your father's told you before, hasn't he? You only need to say yes once. If you say it twice, you aren't being sincere.
I'm sorry! Yes!
Will you agree to never again long for Tokyo?
Yes!
Will you swear to live your life in Hinamizawa and die in Hinamizawa?
Yes! Yes!
One yes is enough.
I'm sorry!
So you surely can't possibly accept the existence of the dam project, can you? You'll oppose it, won't you?
Yes!
Wonderful. You're now truly a wonderful young lady who loves her homeland. Very well. If you agree to uphold the vows you just made for the rest of your life, then we can make an exception this time. We could perhaps overlook this.
Thank you so much!
However, we can't just leave you as you are right now. We need to cleanse you, to make you spit up that foul black corruption stuck in your stomach that made you want to abandon Hinamizawa.
I'll do anything! I'll do anything to be forgiven!
It's going to hurt, you know. It'll be painful, you know. If you can't endure it, then you may still very well die. So you sure?
Huh? It's going to hurt?
But overcoming that pain will make you a villager of Hinamizawa once more. Here I go. Yoshimura waves his hand, and intense pain races through Mion's stomach. Mio can't hold back her scream.
Please stop! Ah!
Bear with it. Accept this as your punishment.
Ah!
Mio groans over and over. Eventually, she takes up the umbrella Awakawa dropped and stands unsteadily. What do you think you're doing?
I'll kill you!
Kill me.
Stop this at once! Stop this right now!
If we stop, then the corruption within you won't come out.
Stop it! Stop it! If you don't stop, I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
What a shame. In the end, you were hopeless. What a shame.
Ah!
Mio swings the umbrella at him with a roar. Yoshimura easily dodges it. Now you die, coughing up the filth inside of you. You can die crawling on your knees in a sea of filth, just like Arakawa.
Ah! It's climbing up! It's climbing up!
It looks like it started to climb out of your stomach and up your esophagus. The corruption deep within your stomach will climb up in the form of maggots.
Maggots! No!
Now, spit them all up! Spit out those thousands of filthy, squirming maggots! Go on! Go on!
No! No! Somebody help me! Rika! Rika! Ah! Mion! Mion! Somebody come here!
Rika flies to Mion's side. Yoshimura steps back in shock. Hoshino and Okano both race over a moment and shove Yoshimura away.
What are you doing?
Yoshimura grabs Okano in confusion. However, Okano easily forces him to the ground.
Sorry, but you'll be coming with us. What are you claiming I've done? Ow! Let go of me!
Okano leaves the stage, holding on to Yoshimura. Hoshino glances at Rika and leaves as well. A short moment later, Mion begins to sob.
Rika! Rika!
It's all right now. It's all right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you go through something terrible? Was it painful? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There were so many maggots. It's all right now. I'm here with you. Okay? Rika! Rika!
Mion sobs into Rika's chest, and the stage suddenly goes dark. A moment of silence passes. The stage remains dark. A voice plays over the radio. HQ over. HQ over. The outsiders have been removed. I repeat, the outsiders have been removed. Thunder roars. The stage suddenly grows brighter. The sound of heavy rainfall fades into the distance. Only Mion and Rika remain. All is silent save the rain. Have you calmed down?
Yes. Thank you.
Cheer up. I love it when you're full of life.
I'm okay now. I'm good. That man was the one who killed Arakawa.
Yoshimura, you mean?
He was capable of using some kind of strange supernatural power. He used that power on Arakawa. He nearly killed me too!
I'm glad you're safe.
He was the one behind the murders in the city too. He said so himself. We're right here with such a terrifying person.
But it's all over now. The detectives have taken him away. There's no one who will hurt you anymore.
Rika, thank you for saving me. If you hadn't come for me,
Mion.
Thank you, Rika. Thank you.
That's enough. You can stop now. I haven't done anything to deserve your gratitude. All I can do is stay here beside you like this.
Thank you.
The sound of rain continues. Mion finally calms down enough to separate herself from Rika.
I'm sorry for letting you see me like that.
Hey, Mion. Why did you become my friend?
Huh? What's this out of the blue?
I'm all quiet. I'm barely there, right? It's not like I could talk to you about anything interesting. And of course, I don't have any other friends. That day we talked for the first time was the start of everything for me. I was so happy.
You're exaggerating, Rika.
So tell me, why did you talk to me? There were plenty of other happier people, right? So why did you talk to me?
Well, that's because you and I are tied by the red string of fate.
I'm being serious here. Tell me. Mion stares into Mion's eyes with a stern look. Rika? Please. I have to know. Tell me.
Don't get mad, please.
I won't get mad.
I thought that you look lonely.
Huh?
You always seem so isolated in the classroom. No one would ever talk to you. I felt bad for you, so that's why I spoke to you.
Oh, but that's not the case wait, oops, my bad.
Oh, but that's not the case anymore. You're my best friend.
There was a time when I was just like you were. But you know, people can be pretty cruel when you look all gloomy, and it makes them even less inclined to talk to you. Even though all you want is at least one friend. Mion.
So, it wasn't just out of pity. I decided myself that I was going to be your friend. Otherwise, it would be too sad for you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Tears start streaming from Rika's eyes. Mion becomes shocked and confused. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong.
What's wrong? Rika? You've been my only friend, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rika? What have I done?
Rika pulls out a small bottle of pills from her pocket and hands them to Mion.
Run. Huh? When your head hurts too much to bear, take only one. Bring them with you. What are you talking about, Rika? I don't understand. Run. It doesn't matter where, just hurry. Run to where? Anywhere but your home. You're telling me this all of a sudden doesn't mean... Why? It doesn't matter where, just hurry. Get out of here. Please explain why. Tell me the reason. Why do I have to run away? And what about you, Rika? Are you not running? I'll take care of everything. So forget about me now. And run. Rika! Just go. If you don't hurry, then they'll... Run!
Hoshino and Okano suddenly appear. Hotoda and Oda appear as well, falling behind Nita. Rika stands in front of Mion, shielding her. We can't have you running away on us, Rika.
Stay back. You're the police, right? What do you need? These men are not the police.
Oh, well, I shouldn't meet you. You must be Sonozaki Mion, right? Yes. Hello?
Chief, she's already at terminal stage. Please take care not to agitate her.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Hiroaki Nita. I work in the Infectious Disease Control Division of the Ministry of Health Service Bureau. This is Okano.
I'm Okano. I work in the same Infectious Disease Control Division. I know we introduced ourselves as police before, but that was false. I apologize. I'm Oda, also from the same Infectious Disease Control Division.
Hotoda with the same. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hoshino. Nice to meet you, Sonozaki. Hoshino is with us from the Division of Parasites and the National Institute for Infectious Diseases.
She's been sent to us as a specialist to help with this matter.
Okay. We're sure seeing a parade of government officials today, huh? First the Ministry of Construction and now the Ministry of Health? Are the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Finance coming too?
They won't be coming, rest assured.
Go home! I'm not handing Mion over. Rika, that's not an option at this point. I'm getting a bad feeling here. But what's going on? Do you need me for something?
Oh, of course we do. We'd love to have your cooperation, Mion. That's why we brought all of our staff here. Please pardon our earlier rudeness.
I feel like I'm getting the VIP treatment here. It doesn't feel that bad, though.
Well, of course you are. We'll be providing you with the best possible living conditions, Sonozaki.
Hooray! Did you really think I'd say that? Idiots! There's no way such a sweet deal would come without strings attached.
That would be correct, though there's a reason for it. I'll explain the reason to you now, so please listen calmly. It'll be slightly difficult for you to believe, you see, Hoshino. Would you please?
Since you're from Hinamizawa, you must already know, right? About Oyashiro's curse.
I'm sorry, I'd rather pass on talking about Oyashiro again. We won't take much of your time.
To start from the conclusion, Oyashiro's curse does indeed exist. You witnessed the agonizing death of a man from the Ministry of Construction a few moments ago, right? That was a result of the curse. No way! Then what on earth was Yoshimura? He was... Mitsuda Yoshimura was Mitsuda Yoshimura was an ordinary freelance writer, just as he said. That can't be true! He killed Arakawa! He was a slasher! He himself said that he was the one who did it! We lied about there being a slasher. That was a lie we used in order to lead the outsiders away. Huh? But Yoshimura himself said that he... Yoshimura hasn't done anything. He hasn't killed anyone. But I was nearly killed myself! He used some kind of strange power to stir up the insides of my stomach!
Stay calm. Stay calm. Please let us finish speaking. Hoshino, please continue.
I mentioned that the curse does indeed exist, but naturally that means there's a real cause behind the curse. It's a bug. A bug? It's an extremely rare bug, and we've taken to calling it
the Hinamizawa ant. It resembles an ant in its appearance, though its behavior is completely different. The Hinamizawa ant, as unbelievable as it may sound, is a parasite that inhabits the brain. How it enters its host is still unclear to us at the present. Of course, this is a rare infection, for which no treatment has been established. Yeah, you shouldn't try to think too hard about it. It's disturbing enough to think of a minuscule ant as living packed inside tight in the folds of your brain, right? This organism can only live in a unique environment, and outside of Hinamizawa, it doesn't live for very long, which makes the bug endemic to Hinamizawa. So this ant or whatever living inside of my brain as well? Yes. Well, there's nothing to fear. Approximately 90% of the residents in Hinamizawa are hosts to it. Yet despite that, no one seems to be particularly impeded by it, right? It's quite symbiotic.
But that's still creepy! To think that there's some weird bug living in my head!
The human body is a universe of its own. We can't just eject whatever we don't like about it.
Hoshino, you're getting sidetracked.
Pardon me. So this ant, of course, has a queen. Now, these ants grow too far separated from their queen. In other words, if the host human goes too far away from Hinamizawa, then they go insane. They start secreting various neurochemicals at random, causing the host's emotions to become unstable. This leads to the growth of the persecution complex, with the host believing that someone is watching over them, or that someone is after their life, and those emotions grow even stronger. Ultimately, they begin seeing and hearing hallucinations, so that eventually it feels like everything that enters their vision is after their life. That is when tragedy strikes. If they're home, they try to kill their families, and if they're at work, they try to kill their colleagues. In the terminal stages, they claim to feel like some foreign substance is crawling around inside of their body. Then they feel the sensation climbing up their esophagus, and the victims then scratch their throats until they die. Terrifying, isn't it? However, it's perfectly safe so as long as they live in Hinamizawa. How long does it take to start? How far can the host go before the ant goes crazy? Those have varied greatly between individual cases, so we can't make any broad generalizations, unfortunately. In one extreme case, they develop symptoms on the first day after leaving Hinamizawa, but of course there's also a case where the person lived outside of Hinamizawa for many years before displaying any symptoms.
So how does all this creepy stuff have anything to do with me?
There exists only one queen, and its host is this woman right here, Rika.
Huh?
When I'm nearby, your head doesn't hurt, right? You don't see strange things, and you don't sense or hear strange things, too?
Let's see, I messed up.
When I'm nearby, your head doesn't hurt, right? You don't see strange things, and you don't hear strange things, do you?
Huh?
So if something were to happen to Rika, and the queen were to die, what do you believe would happen? Every single one of the tens of thousands of hosts of the ants living in Hinamizawa would all develop symptoms at once. Every single person in town, all at once. It would lead to an unfathomable tragedy. The people of the city would begin killing each other like an image straight out of hell. However, replacing the greatest of caution and securing Rika's safety, if something were to happen to Rika, it would be terrible.
Wow, Rika's amazing, huh? Wow.
So now, here come along two unfortunate problems. The one is the Hinamizawa Dam project you already know about. The queen can only live within the limited environment of Hinamizawa. If Hinamizawa is submerged under the dam, the queen won't have anywhere else she can survive. Our upper brass are currently taking measures to handle that problem. The dam project will probably be rescinded in a few days. Then there's the other problem. Rika was born with a poor constitution. She can't stand hosting the queen. If nothing's done, then Rika will grow debilitated within the next few years and die. That'll have the consequences we've already described. The queen needs to be transplanted to a healthy body. Fortunately, the surgery for that is quite simple. However, it's more difficult finding a suitable host for the queen. We have to find one person who may or may not exist within the tens of thousands of hosts.
Are you telling me that
That's you, Sonozaki. We've only recently identified that you are a suitable host. However, you're already displaying symptoms.
Symptoms?
You left to go have fun, right? In Tokyo. Unfortunately, you began displaying symptoms back then. Your head starts pounding, right? You can't sleep at night, right? Then Rika isn't close by. You go into these bizarre experiences, don't you? You're already at terminal stages. Case in point, just now, you were trying to scratch at your own throat. Bizarre experiences, then the man Yoshimura assaulted. You just saw a hallucination of Yoshimura behaving bizarrely. Yoshimura hasn't done anything. You just went wild on your own.
No way! Then I'm the one who's crazy? Rika!
That is why I told you that you shouldn't go to Tokyo.
Am I going to go crazy and die too? No way! No way!
You're alright. As long as you're with me, you're fine. I'll stay beside you forever, so you'll be alright. You can't go with her to the bathroom or follow her into the tub when she bathes, right? It's impossible for you two to live your entire lives clinging on to each other.
Am I going to die then? Am I going to die?
At this rate you will, but if we transplant the queen, we can save you. Rika won't grow increasingly debilitated anymore either once we extract the queen. So once we transplant the queen from Rika to you, both of you will be saved.
Can you really save me by doing that?
We can save you.
Rika!
Don't let them hoodwink you. These people were never planning to treat you like a human being.
That's not true. Without your cooperation, tens and thousands of people in Hinamizawa will fall victim to this bug. So why would we treat you without care?
Don't listen to them. Think back. You skipped school with me today to come play around, right? Did you say anything about that to anyone else?
Why would I ever make a point of publicly declaring that I was skipping school?
Which means that no one knows that what you've been doing today, right?
Well, sure. I didn't tell anyone after all.
Those clothes you're wearing today, I asked you to wear them, right?
You told me I look cutest in this outfit, so I made a point of wearing it for you.
Which means the outfit you'd be wearing today was known beforehand, right?
Well, sure. You asked me to wear it.
When you're at school, you're always talking about wanting to escape from here and move to Tokyo, right? How many people have you said that to?
I don't remember every time I brought it up. I say it to everyone I meet.
Which means it's a known fact that everyone knew you that you held excessive admiration for Tokyo, right?
Rika, what are you talking about? How's any of that related to this?
At 9 this morning, all the money in your bank account was withdrawn. A girl who looks like you, dressed up in the same outfit with a forged card.
Huh? What'd you say? But my PIN number!
You told me before, didn't you? That your PIN number was your birthday.
Who? Who stole my money?
You did. Someone looking like you is been recorded on the post office security cameras. Mio can't understand what any of this is going on, but she totters away from Rika toward the center of the stage. Then her head begins to ache once more.
Ow, my head hurts.
On the bullet train heading into Tokyo, there was someone looking just like you, claiming to have lost her ticket caused by a big commotion about it. In the end, the ticket was found by that girl with a strong impression on the conductor. So then in Tokyo, someone looking just like you appeared at several different police boxes. She made a big fuss about losing her wallet, but each time she ran away, they tried to ask for her address. The officers all suspect that she was the girl running away from home. So right about now, the officers in the air are circulating a fax with your description on it.
Why is all that happening?
Instead of going to school, Sonozaki Mio withdrew her savings and boarded the bullet train to Tokyo, where she disappeared. That's how the story is going to be. You have a previous record of running away from home in middle school too, after all.
Please stop saying these ridiculous things. I'm not in Tokyo, I'm right here.
Piece it together. This is a trap. It's a clever trap to kidnap you. These people were never planning to treat you like a human being. They're only interested in your brain. You'll only be used as their guinea pig.
Lies! Lies!
These people claim they're from the Ministry of Health, but they're actually with a different organization. These people are from the National... Enough! We understand your attitude on this, Rika. So we'll change our attitude as well.
Oh, the car came by. I have to reread that part again.
Enough! We understand your attitude on this, Rika. So we'll change our attitude as well. Sonozaki, everything Rika told you is true. We're only interested in your brain.
Stay back!
It hurts, doesn't it? If you have the surgery, it'll stop. Now, come with us.
No! I don't want to be your guinea pig!
Mione,
Stay beside me, or your symptoms will advance even further. Don't you forget Rika was also voluntarily played an important role in this abduction plan. Why, in fact, she's the one who proposed this very operation. Rika did? You're lying! Rika couldn't bear the burden of hosting the queen anymore, so she's the one who proposed trying to transplant it to someone else. And after our investigation, we learned that you were a compatible host. However, to first set up this abduction, Rika needed to build a friendship with you, so that it wouldn't seem unnatural for you two to be together. But there's no need to spend any effort on that, because as it turned out, you're the one who approached her first. You people! What the hell are you saying? It's no coincidence that you and Rika became friends. It was intentional. No, it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't a coincidence that we met. But I really came to like you, Mion. Just seeing your smile, it saved me. There's no need for you to listen to Rika's nonsense. If you don't want to die, then follow our instructions. So as long as you remain cooperative, we promise to treat you favorably too. You can't go with them, Mion. Shut up! I told you! My head is pounding! Come, Sonozaki. We can save both you and Rika. What reason is there to hesitate? It hurts! It hurts! Save me! She's in terminal condition. Secure her now. Mion! The moment the men spring forth to capture Mion, Rika grabs a hold of Mion and puts a knife she drew from somewhere against Mion's throat. The moment she does, the men simultaneously draw their guns. Rika? Let us go. If you don't, then I'll kill Mion. Don't do anything foolish. Yes, I was a fool. Every night I was haunted by bad dreams, feeling myself grow more and more debilitated. I spent every day without privacy, used as a guinea pig by these people. I hated it. I wanted out. When they found someone compatible, I thought I could finally be free of the suffering. That was when I agreed to hand you over as a sacrifice. But I was wrong. You weren't just someone compatible. You weren't some sacrifice. You were my one and only. My very best friend. Rika, I don't have any right to call you my best friend. I never did from the moment we met. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's not true. Rika, you really are my best friend. Mion. Sonozaki, please think about this logically. If you and Rika end your lives together, you'll be dragging tens of thousands of people and Hinamizawa down with you. You have to have the surgery. The surgery won't just save you two. It'll save tens of thousands of lives. I'll have the surgery then. That'll save Rika too, right? Mion, don't let them fool you. Think about it. Why aren't they host to Oyashiro? Because they already developed a cure. So why do you think they want to research it further? Those people, they're conducting their research to develop more than just a cure. Could you not speak such slander? The kinds of research and development you're suggesting are banned under international law. Our nation is a constitutional state and a member of the UN. We never do such a thing. I'll keep hosting the Queen. You should be able to cure everyone hosting this bug in 2 or 3 years left before I die. We told you we have no cure yet. Cure Mion. I know you can cure her. If you won't cure her, then I'll kill her. It hurts. It hurts. Don't worry. I'll save you. Hang in there. The only cure for her is the surgery. Save me, Rika. Give me the cure. Cure Mion. Please. Sonozaki won't last much longer. Oh, no, don't miss. You're planning to shoot me? We've already confirmed that ants can survive in the brain of the parasite for 12 hours post-mortem. Either way, once we extract the queen from you, you're just a girl who knows too much. You monster! Oda takes careful aim, and the light flashes from his handgun. Rika meets her end with a single shot straight through her chest. Ah! Rika! Rika! Capture her. We have to conduct the surgery immediately.
Mio nimbly snatches the knife away from Rika and readies herself. The men all aim their guns at her.
Don't shoot! Rika! Rika! Rika!
Now the surgery. We don't have any time to waste.
You killed Rika! Calm down, Sonozaki. We haven't killed anyone. You're hallucinating. You're in a terminal condition right now. You lie! You all killed her! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Calm down, calm down. That's all hallucination. Drop the knife. Be quiet! Be quiet! I'll kill you! I'll kill you all!
Mio leaps at Oda and shoves her knife into his stomach. Oda falls and curls up on the spot.
Why you? I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill everyone who killed Rika! Calm down! Calm down now! Sonozaki!
Mio leaps forward and stabs him.
You bitch!
Okano grabs hold of Mio from behind. During their grapple, Mio's knife pierces his neck. Okano falls back, clutching his throat. Hotoda screams and tries to flee, and yet Mio catches her and shoves her blade into her back. Hoshino then falls to the ground, trembling.
Gah! Who's the one that killed Rika? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Sonozaki, calm down. We haven't done anything, honest.
You're just hallucinating. You're being violent for no reason. Calm down. Shut up! Give me back Rika!
She springs onto Hoshino and stabs the knife deep into her stomach. Corpses are piled up all around her. The sound of the heavy rain is accompanied by Mio's heaving breathing as her shoulders shudder with each breath. She regains her senses and slowly approaches Rika.
Rika! Rika! Please wake up! It's time for us to go home!
A bright red light shines down the stage. Mio weeps and screams. Poor thing. Must have been tough.
Rika! Rika! It's all a lie!
Hey, Mio. This time I'll free you.
Let me see Rika! Let me see her!
You want to meet them. You want to meet them, don't you? You want to meet them. Very well. And I'll help you. Kondo and Kakinuma both. Mori and Kato too. Arakawa met them all. And now you too shall meet them, of course.
Let me see her! Let me see her! Rika!
There's a loud crack of thunder. The stage flashes bright and then goes dark. Only the gentle sound of rain continues. A long silence follows. Steadily, the stage grows lit. Only Mion and Rika are present. Mion is sleeping with her head in Rika's lap.
Huh, what? That's interesting. Oh yeah. Also, it's supposed to be based... It was supposed to be a stage play originally, before it was a visual novel. So, that's why they keep talking about a stage and stuff, and why it sounds kind of script-like. Huh. Interesting. I'm not sure about... I don't know, I won't say anything. I'm gonna end the stream now. Good night. I have nothing to say.